baseball bows to no timepiece. It is bound only by the procurement of the final out. The hope of a comeback never runs out of time, only outs. Time serves baseball with a grander purpose. Time is the arbiter of true greatness. After more than a century of baseball, more than 18,000 players, and more than 200,000 games, what bobs to the surface of the conscious mind are only the truly important totems of Americana. The 56-game hitting streak of Joe DiMaggio ended 75 years ago. It captivated the country in 1941. Part of everyday life in America was asking, did DiMaggio get a hit? Time has only increased its wonder and importance. In the 3/4 of century hence, no man has come within 20% of DiMaggio's record. If the equivalent of the record is driving from Los Angeles to New York, nobody since has made it past Indiana. Stephen Jay Gould, the late evolutionary biologist, wrote that DiMaggio's record is, quote, both the greatest factual achievement in the history of baseball and a principal icon of American mythology. There were 56 signers of the Declaration of Independence. There are 56 chalk pits at Stonehenge. And 56 is the atomic number of barium, the element that gives the green hue to fireworks. Yet 56 in American culture is DiMaggio, as much as 13 is the original colonies and 50 is the states. It is shorthand, not just for greatness, but also for the unassailable, a fortress against time. In those 2 months in 1941, FDR announced an unlimited national emergency. Hitler invaded Russia, and commercial television began. Day after day, game after game, DiMaggio was a constant. A streak is a wonder to behold because of its fragility. Unlike hitting 400 or belting 60 home runs, it does not allow a slump, even as brief as one day. This streak became even bigger because no man before or after DiMaggio has hit in more than 44 straight games. The natural order of records is that they fall by increments. This one established its own orbit.
Joe swings and starts one on a trip to Mars.
It was a different game in 1941. Baseball's color barrier was still 6 years away from being broken, and DiMaggio did not play west of St. Louis. But none of his peers came close to Joe D. In the 16 years spanning his career, only Tommy Holmes, with a 37-game streak, reached even 2/3 of the way to 56. DiMaggio set himself apart with his grace. He was called the Yankee Clipper because of the way he sailed smoothly around center field. Playing in New York elevated him. At the time, 1 out of every 18 Americans lived in New York City, and the Yankees reached the World Series 10 times in his 13 seasons. But 56 gave DiMaggio further exclusivity. The home run records of Babe Ruth, consecutive game playing record of Lou Gehrig, and the career hits record of Ty Cobb all fell in the modern era. Time defeated them all. 75 years later, 56 is stronger than ever.
Joe DiMaggio, may your legacy continue.
What DiMaggio did in 1941 was to defy the odds. What he has done since is to defy time.